Are you sick of comic book adaptations yet? I am not, at least not when they're good ones. And so I personally am very excited about the Avengers Infinity War coming out next month in April. And the latest trailer has just dropped. Let's take a look.
We got one advantage. He's coming to us. We have what Thanos wants, so that's what we'll use.
Let's talk about this plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Wow.
Yeah. I am very excited about seeing the Guardians of the Galaxy characters interact with the rest of these Marvel Cinematic Universe heroes. James Gunn recently said that it's going to be interesting watching Rocket. Like, he's excited for people to see Rocket Raccoon interact with these guys. Because
Spider-Man.
Well, because Rocket just has completely run out of F's to give, right? And he's gonna not care anything about any of these people.
About saving Earth or whatever?
Yeah,
like what does he care about saving Earth?
Exactly. So I think that's gonna be fun. There was a great thing on Twitter just a couple days ago where Letitia Wright, who played Shuri in Black Panther, tweeted to Tom Holland, hey, basically your costume looks awesome in this. And he tweets back, thanks, it's so much more comfortable. Maybe we should work together. And she writes back, hey, have your people call my people. And so now all the Marvel fans are thinking like, oh, we can't wait to see the Shuri Spider-Man crossover.
Crossover movie.
Right?
I mean, I guess anything can happen. Although, so the idea is that throughout the last, what is it, 18, 19, 20 movies?
Yeah.
They've been building to this. This is the one.
To this.
So that immediately then, we haven't even watched the movie yet, makes you wonder, so what happens after it? I mean, do we continue with the crossovers? Do they launch new series? Do we go back to solo things? This is gonna be an interesting test for me because one of my criticisms of these movies for a couple of years now is that they are cramming too many people in the movies. Like if I look at that and I say, that was a funny line by Star-Lord, and it might well be the only thing he says in the whole movie, or maybe he gets 3 other lines or something like that. But that trailer was good.
So I'm gonna give you a new way to think about these movies.
Okay.
These aren't movies. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, we talk about the crossover between television and movies. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is a TV series. It's a TV series and the showrunner is Kevin Feige. And you get a new 2-hour episode every few months that checks in with certain characters, and then every once in a while-
Like a Game of Thrones episode?
So think about it, right? Like this is gonna function not unlike one of those Game of Thrones episodes where you check in with everybody in various points and
those
plot.
can be frustrating though. Some of the best episodes are when they focus, Hard Home and all that. Like
those absolutely can be, right? So that's why Black Panther is so good because it doesn't get sucked into the rest of the universe. Now, however, you can get a Game of Thrones episode where multiple storylines converge at one point and everybody gets these pieces because these like end pieces to their stories. I think that's what we're gonna see here. So I would say to those people like you that are thinking, oh, I don't get enough when they all come together. Don't think of it like a movie. Think of it as this is the latest episode, like the climax of the show that we've been following along, which means that you need to go back and watch a bunch of these other episodes you missed.
Yeah, I've been meaning to. There are a couple that I've seen most of them. There are a couple I haven't seen, and I recently rewatched Iron Man, which was like sort of the launch of this whole thing, kind of, and it was great, and it makes me want to watch the others. But again, I am curious to see where they'll take it after this. The trailer looks funny. There's going to be. Like, do you remember when they, to say on Game of Thrones, they sent people past the wall and you had all these characters interacting that had never interacted before. And they'd walk next to each other and have a couple quick witty lines. This movie seems like it's going to be that. There was a great interaction in the trailer between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
Right.
That was really funny. I just want to watch a whole movie with that, honestly.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what they're, we see in the trailer also there's the Hulkbuster armor. But if you watch that particular shot, you see Falcon flying behind him as in formation with what looks an awful lot like Iron Man. Now that could be War Machine, but I can't help but wonder, is there something going on where Banner's in a suit and he hasn't hulked out? Who knows?
Interesting,
right? Yeah. Because as we saw in Thor, for those people, and look, spoiler alert, over, Thor, we saw Banner fighting as to whether or not he wants to let Hulk take over because he feels like once Hulk takes over, he doesn't get to be Banner again.
Yeah.
So maybe we see some of that going on. I'm really excited about this movie.
I noticed that.
I don't know where it goes next. One theory might be if, and this is a big if, and this is 5 years down the road, if Disney actually goes through with the Fox buy, does the next phase involve bringing the X-Men into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So,
although, God, that's just so many more people. Jeez, that's its own whole thing.
All right, so do you think that's going to happen? Let us know on Facebook and Twitter your theories about what's next for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.